Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am Wulan, and my partner Syahrul Syarifuddin will present and phonetics and phonology study on UNISET or Uniku International Conference on Social Science, Environment, and Technology. And without any further ado, let's start the presentation. Well, this is the title of our research, Suprasegmental Feature of Intonation in English Debate of Word Analysis. Why it is very important to be investigated? Because English debate has become a necessity for students in the academic world. And the demand for mastery of global knowledge competence is one of the reasons why the English debate needs to be an academic part of student. And well, related to suprasegmental, which is stated by Verhaar in 2010, he explained that the suprasegmental sounds include intonation, tone, accent, and pressure. That's why in mastering a debate as a means to sharper communication and argumentation, an understanding of the use of intonation is needed, yes, which is one of the components of suprasegmental. Okay, because in English debate, the students should not only be able to express ideas in English, but also require students to be able to master global knowledge, analyze, make judgment, and convince the public. Okay. And to make suprasegmental study in the debate discourse is important to be investigated because the suprasegmental study is the domain of phonological area that in the discourse is intended to examine the production of meaning or ideology. We can know the tone, pressure, joint, intonation, okay, and it will lead to the different intonation. We'll see different meaning if those are spoken in different ways, so that phonological speech is strongly influenced by the context of speech in the case of context of discourse. Okay, well, in this research, the data was conducted in qualitative design, and the research data was taken from NUDC, National University Debating Championship, which consists of 32 teams. Okay, each team consists of 2 debaters. And in analyzing the data, the step is transcribing from the recorded sound, then the transcription data that contains phonetics copies in the form of English spelling along with the tone spoken by the subject is processed into a graphic graph. And in this research, PRAT program version 6.0.33 is used to analyze the intonation pattern. Here is the result and discussion. The figure 1 is the PRAT analysis of declarative sentence. And the figure 1 shows the result of declarative sentence, which tells something to the listener so that it is called a statement sentence. And while in spoken language, it is marked by the end of the sentence with a decreasing tone, while in written language, it is marked by the end of the sentence with a period. Declarative sentence here can be in the form of active-passive sentences, direct, indirect sentences, single, compound sentences, and so on, as long as they constitute a statement. Declarative sentences have various purposes based on their use, namely as notification, report, expectations, requests, introduction, invitations, and so on. And in English debates, this sentence pattern is widely used because the purpose of the speaker is to present arguments, convince listeners, and function of persuasion. Okay, the intonation pattern here is marked by the blue line. Well, And this is another analysis on Pratt which display the interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, okay, whose content is asking something or someone, that is what is called an interrogative sentence. Ways that can be used to make interrogative sentence include adding the word auxiliary do to the question word, such as, do you know who prepared this report? By reversing the order of words and adding particles. Okay, and from the data found, there is a small portion of the use of interrogative sentences in English debates. The form is not in the perfect grammatical structure of the interrogative sentence, but by changing the intonation of the sentence, we can indicate that it belongs to interrogative sentence. This is because in spoken language, the grammatical structure is not too emphasized as long as the listener can grasp the meaning of what is being said. Okay, and the last, it is the example, and this is the data for imperative sentences. Okay, and imperative sentences is a sentence. Its meaning is to give an order to do something, called a command sentence. And in written language, a command sentence is marked with an exclamation point. Okay, and the characteristic of command sentence include using a non-transitive verb, the use of words such as please, try, please to smooth a command sentence. And if the command sentence means prohibition, it is usually preceded by the word do not. Okay, and it is the result of classification of sentence types in debating. Okay, based on the table above, regarding the analysis data of sentence pattern in English debate using the Pratt application, the dominant sentence is the declarative sentence. Okay, from the total of 72 utterances analyzed, 54 were classified as the declarative sentences, 15 were classified as interrogative utterances, and 3 other utterances were classified as imperative sentences. And this means that in a debate, the declarative sentence become the most dominant pattern because debate is a discussion or exchange of opinion about something by giving reasons to defend each other's opinion. And declarative sentences are characterized by a flat down intonation pattern, and this proves the theory presented by Halliday and Graves 2008, which states that when someone conveys information using declarative sentences, the intonation pattern will decrease, and while when someone asks a question, the intonation pattern will increase. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, here are the conclusion of our research. There are several types of intonation pattern in debate: declarative, interrogative, and imperative. And declarative sentences become the most dominant pattern used in debating because debate is a discussion or exchange of opinions about something by giving reason to defend each other's opinion. And the suggestion of this research in English debate, this sentence pattern is also widely used because the purpose of the speaker is to present arguments, convince listener, and function of persuasion. Okay, and last but not least, it is hoped that the results of this study can enrich the literature on suprasegmental elements of phonological studies, which still have little attention in the context of Indonesian DFM. That's all for our presentation. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the attention, and hereby I say we as the presenter say thank you very much for your attention and cooperation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.